What's going on, No Horsing Around family? Zach Boyd at it again. And as always, I'm one half of your co-host. Steven will be out. He'll be on the next one for you guys. Guys, I just want to take a second to thank each and every one of you for all of the awesome comments. We have people who, agree, people who disagree. Light us up in the comments. If you haven't subscribed, we invite you to join the No Horsing Around family. This podcast is a voice of the Colts community. We always have been and we always will be. So thank you guys for joining in. We're going to do Ballard versus Dockich today. It's going to be a short one. Just some snippets and things that we kind of took away from that. Whatever you believe about Dockich, he didn't back down from Chris Ballard. He went at him. He pushed. He kept asking the questions, the hard questions. Chris Ballard held tight to the vest, man. I mean, what are they going to do? What are they going to, is there going to be an upgrade? Are they going to continue with Carson Wentz? And what I've heard, through all of this offseason, sometimes you say the most in life when you don't say anything at all. And one thing I've not heard one time, and we can debate anything else that we want to debate. Who would you bring in? Who would you trade for? Should you keep him? Should you release him? Should you let him go? Should you draft a quarterback? The one thing you can't debate, not one person for the Indianapolis Colts has said that they want him to come back and be their starting quarterback, and not one person has endorsed Carson Wentz. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I think the writing is on the wall. I think it's real. I think that they have a plan A, B, and C. I don't think they're great plans, if I'm being 100% honest with you, because I don't think there's a lot of great options. And I think that they may draft a quarterback to go along with a veteran free agent guy that they would bring in. I think they're going to be able to trade Carson Wentz. I think there's going to be a little bit of a market for him. They'll get something now that we found out that Jimmy G's going to have surgery on that shoulder. I mean, he's going to be the hottest commodity, especially if Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Derek Carr, all those guys have dried up and we're not going to be able to get them. I don't expect the big names to be let go. I just don't see it happening. Now, that being said, would I just literally love to be wrong and for Russell Wilson to be on his way to Indianapolis and be our next quarterback? Absolutely. I mean, there's no doubt about it. But I just don't know that they want to let him go. Pete Carroll come out and endorse and say, we're not answering those phone calls. I think that Green Bay's already shown you that they're restructuring contracts to get everything set up to, give it another go with Aaron Rodgers. But Ballard, clearly with some takeaways. He wants to upgrade the wide receiver room. There's no doubt about it. He did not act like that at the end of season press conference. He didn't act like wide receiver room was a big concern. He has changed on that quite a bit. He said he needs people that can, attack the middle of that field. So expect wide receiver to be a room that they look at, amongst other things. I mean, is it time for us to start looking at some rookie quarterbacks in this draft class, which we will? I've already started doing my diligence, and I've got about 6 quarterbacks right now that I'm starting to look at in a much different light, because that's a possibility, guys. I've always thought that we would bring in a veteran, give him a chance to prove it, see what you got there, see what Frank can get out of him, and also draft someone. You might say, well, why the hell would you draft someone, Zach? Well, in a year where Chris Ballard would have to give up less assets, in a year that he doesn't have a lot of assets, I think maybe you can give up less and you can get something out of this. I think there's going to be a quarterback or two in this draft class that turns out to be pretty good. I don't think there's a day one guaranteed slam dunk. My gosh, I got, an Andrew Luck on my hands. But there's quality there. There's talent there. And when you put them on this football team and you give them an opportunity to play with this offensive line, with a great running back, with a defense that takes the football away, adding playmakers around them on a rookie deal where you can sign your own in the prime of their careers, and not have any problem with the salary cap issues at all moving forward, I don't think I have a problem with it. I don't think, you've got a lot of talk about Kenny Pickett. Malik Willis is a hot name. Sam Howell is a big name. Ritter is a guy that people want to talk about, and we're going to study it all. We're going to have it all here for you on the podcast. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that Ballard's going to trade Wentz, cut Wentz, or keep Wentz? What do you think? Trade, cut, or keep? What do you think they're going to do? They're going to sign a free agent, draft a quarterback, or both. I'm interested in your thoughts on those. Just things to ponder, things to think about, things to consider as we move forward. Will the Indianapolis Colts make a big move? Some key dates to look for next week. You'll be getting into some, getting closer to that tampering period. I think the tampering period is the 14th, if I'm not mistaken. And then the 16th, I believe you can sign them. Got to cut Carson Wentz a few days after the actual official NFL season starts. He has to be cut, or we owe him a lot of money. If he's on our football team, 3 or 4 days after the roster and we're paying him that money, he's going to stay. But I do not expect that to happen. I expect him to find some sort of a team that's desperate to have an upgrade at their position, who thinks they are just a quarterback away from being able to figure it out and get a little bit of compensation back for him, and maybe be able to package that and move up in the draft if you find your guy. I don't know. Maybe a Malik Willis. Let me know your favorite rookie quarterback that you want us to scout. I don't know. Maybe you like Desmond Ridder. Maybe you like, Corral. Maybe you like, I don't know. Maybe you like Kenny Pickett. Let us know, and we'll check them out, and we'll have a video about them specifically. Guys, thank you as always, and we invite you to join the No Horsing Around family. As I always do, I love you, Steven loves you, and we are out.